in Minneapolis and far beyond. NBC's Ron Allen is following that for us. Ron, what are you seeing?
Lester, we're at George Floyd Square, the epicenter of all this, and there is just relief. People are exhaling. The mood is kind of subdued, but people are satisfied, and people in some ways, as you said, are just kind of still trying to process all this and understand what happened. A lot of people said this is what was supposed to happen. They called it history. A little girl I was talking to said this is the change that her generation has been hoping for. Now, across the country, we're seeing similar scenes of people gathering, starting to gather, coming out to celebrate what happened. A lot of cities across the country, of course, were preparing for violence. There are scenes of buildings boarded up. There are National Guard troops that have been called up in places like Washington, Philadelphia, and elsewhere. Here, a state of emergency was declared by the governor, and there are some 3,000 National Guard troops on duty. But it appears that at this moment, all of that will not be necessary because the mood out here is just very peaceful, very calm. But nobody is really that jubilant because they realize that there's a long way to go. People are satisfied that this is a victory. It's justice for George Floyd and his family, and of course for this community. But they still see that there's much work to do in terms of bringing this community together, in terms of changing the way policing happens here and across the country. But for now, exhale, satisfied, history made, change beginning, and a real just good.
All right, Shalom. This is Brother Gabar from the Lions Den Camp, coming back at you with another lesson. And before I hop into it, I'm going to give all praises to the Most High in the true Hebrew names and in the Hebrew tongue. So call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rukwah Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Double honors to the elder of this camp as well. And shalom to you brothers and sisters pushing and keeping this truth and faith and this sincerity into the end, man. All right. And I just want to do this quick lesson, man, going into how the cop who, essentially killed George Floyd, Derek Chauvin, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but anyway, he was found guilty, man. And this news reporter just did a report on the mood and the scene, surrounding George Floyd Square. Like they named a street or a boulevard after the dude that this cop killed, man. All right, and in that video, you see he said the people are they took a breath of relief. They exhaling, they satisfied. History has been made. One lady talking about this is the change that her generation has been waiting for. But also in that clip, you heard how they had the National Guard on standby, man, and they called a state of emergency. Because they know if they did not pass that guilty verdict, man, all hell was going. All hell was going to break loose among the Jake, man. It's going to be more rioting and protests, maybe killing of cops, fires, looting, whatever the case may be, man. All right, so I just want to do this quick lesson, going on this subject real quick, man. All right, so this first precept is coming out of the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 3, and it reads, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape," man. All right, so right now, 2/3 of our people, man, Jake, they thinking peace and safety, man, because this one cop has been found guilty of murdering a brother, man, But what about all the countless other Jakes, man, who have been slaughtered and murdered, by Esau, man? All right. And you seen some people crying, man, and hugging. You would think the Lord just came back or something. How these people reacting, man? Like I get it, what I'm saying. The Jake community, 2/3, like, not being in this truth. I get it. They see that as something a major thing, man. But as far as us in this truth, man, I mean, it's cool. The cop was found guilty for killing the brother, man. But what I'm saying, you never know, that could have been his judgment, man. But ultimately, like that sigh of relief and when we gonna be allowed to exhale, man, is when Yahweh shall come back and free us from this place, man. All right. And these Edomites and these other nations are found guilty of what they have done to the Lord's chosen people, man. All right. So it says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. All right, because Esau gave Jake this Esau gave them this, man. Because like I said earlier, they had called a state of emergency, man. They had National Guard on standby because they knew, you know Man, they knew if they did not pass that guilty verdict, man, all hell was gonna break loose, man. So Jake think this is a milestone, man, that they achieved something, man. You know, they think they had peace and safety, all right. But then it says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, man. All right. And yeah, and then when a woman's pregnant, man, and her water breaks, you know, that's a sudden thing, man. You know, they don't know exactly when that's gonna happen. All right. And that's exactly how Esau is gonna come down with a great wrath, man, when they start making these dosages. Dosages mandatory, and ultimately that RFID chip, the mark of the beast, mandatory, man. They initiate martial law. You know, the countless of Jakes, man, and Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna be slaughtered, man, by Esau. All right, and Jake as well, because you know Jake in the National Guard and in the military was gonna be countless of it's gonna be countless of 2/3 losing their lives, man. Ultimately by the hand of Esau. All right, so this one so-called victory, man, is nothing compared to what Esau is about to do to our people, man. All right. All right, it says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, man. All right. And that sudden destruction is coming, man. You know, Jacob's trouble and that great tribulation is coming, man. So these little small so-called victories that Esau has given our people, man, is it's to keep them in check, man, to keep them docile, man. You know, to keep them blinded. Like, hey, maybe these people aren't so bad, man. Maybe they do see the error of their ways. You know, type of mentality, man. You know, but ultimately Esau is still gonna come down with a great wrath, man. Like I said, countless of Jakes. You know that 2/3 are gonna lose their life, man. Ultimately by the hand of Esau, because he's gonna be controlling and commanding these national guards and militaries, man, when they start coming down with a great wrath. All right, and it's the book of Salaki. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. All right. And it says, never trust thine enemy, for like iron rusteth, so of his wickedness, man. All right, so you cannot trust these people, man. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, man. We should be putting our faith in the Lord, man, not in Esau and these systems, man. All right, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness, man. All right, so their wickedness is bound to show, man. They gave our people this so-called victory, but like I said, man, when Esau start coming down with a great wrath, man, his wickedness is gonna show, man. You know, like iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. All right, y'all gonna forget all about this little so-called victory that they gave y'all by giving this Edomite cop, you know, a guilty verdict. You know, when all hell break loose, man, that's gonna be something that's not even gonna be on 2/3 mind, man. All right, but it's part of Esau game, man. You know, giving little small so-called victories to keep the people docile and blinded, you know, of what's to come and what's really lurking, you know. And with that, I'm gonna hop to this next precept, man. Salakia, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 10, and it reads, you know, and this is 2/3 of our people, man, which say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right. And I brought this out, man, because 2/3 of our people, they don't want to hear this truth, man. You know, after they done heard this guilty verdict, and you know give them a little bit of hope in this system, and you know that Esau is not so bad, man. They don't want to hear that Esau is about to come down with great wrath, man. They don't want to hear that all hell is about to break loose. You know, Jake's gonna be gunned down in the street, jailed, forcibly chipped, forced to take that dosage, whatever the case may be. They don't want to hear that, man. They want to hear smooth things, man. They want to believe that you know every things can be okay in this captivity, man. You know, Esau is not such a bad guy. You know, it says, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right. And I want to bring that out too, man, because We telling the people that Esau is gonna come down with a great wrath, man, and that nothing has changed. You know, they finna Esau has not changed, man. They finna show them old selves very soon, man. And I want to bring this out also because the lady in the video, man, said this is the change that her generation has been waiting on, man. Nothing has changed. All right, and they about to show y'all very soon that nothing has changed, even though they gave 2/3 this small victory, you know, so-called victory, I should say, man. Nothing has changed, man, because they still had the National Guard on standby for our people, man. They still called a state of emergency. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing has changed, man. Esau is finna show those horns, man. All right, and this is gonna lead me to my next precept. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time," man. All right. And our people are thinking peace and safety, man, that they could have some hope in this system, man. But Esau, you know, so like Esau, the physical counterpart of that spiritual demon, Satan or the devil, is about to come down with great wrath, man, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. All right, Esau know the clock is ticking, man, to their demise, to the destruction of their kingdom. You know, this Babylon, aka America. All right, you know that they know their time is short. They know they have but a short time, so they about to come down with great wrath upon the people, primarily Israel, man. 2/3 of our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you know, making those dosages mandatory. You know, making that RFID chip mandatory. You know, which is the mark of the beast that the Book of Revelation speak of. You know, implementing martial law, man, pushing those austere measures, man, being harsh on the people. You know, they about to come down with that. So giving our people this little small so-called victory is literally nothing, man. You know, is nothing, man. You know, and they know they have but a short time, man. And we see that because the prophecies are heating up, man. You know, prophecies popping off every week, man. Or, you know, things escalating every week, man. Esau know he has but a short time, man. But you got 2/3 of our people rejoicing out in the streets, crying and hugging and shedding tears, man, because this one Edomite cop was found guilty, man. Man. And it's gonna bring me to my last precept, man. And this is the book of Psalms 118 and 8. And it says, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." All right. And that's the man, and it's many differences between Israel, that hopeful elect, and 2/3. But one of the differences is that hopeful elect, man, you know, the brothers and sisters in this truth, man, we putting our faith and our hope into the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. But 2/3 are putting their confidence in man. You know what I'm saying? And that man being our enemy, man, Esau. All right, thinking that they're gonna change and that this is a now this is a uphill a how do I say you know, because of this so-called victory that Esau has given them by convicting this Edomite cop, you know, and finding him guilty. Now they think this is a changing in the dang, I don't even know how to say it, man. They think this is a, you know, leveling the playing fields, you know, for lack of a better term, man. You know, but that's not the case, man. You know, because Esau is still about to come down with great wrath, man, upon our people, man. All right. So to put confidence in you know, your enemies, and you know, in your enemy systems, you know, it's foolishness, man, when we should be putting our trust and our faith and our confidence in the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right. And it's just crazy because if you see that video, man, Jake in the streets crying and on the ground and hugging, and like you would literally think something miraculous just happened, man. Like, man. And yeah, and with that, man, I'm gonna just read this precept one more time. Psalms 118 and 8. "It is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." All right, and with that, I'm gonna say shalom.